How is it going, everybody? Oh, that's a bit of a hot chamomile tea. Back for another video on how I stop overthinking. Overthinking can be an absolute punisher, just an absolute drain on energy. You know, there's physical energy drainers, but then the mental energy drainer of just overthinking and thinking and thinking, and the mind just working about all of these different scenarios. And most of our thinking can be negative as well. So I have been known to overthink a lot. And these are some of the ways that I stop overthinking so much. And I've found some really powerful tools on this about 8-9 year journey of mental wellness. Back in 2013, I had really bad mental health, really bad mental health. And it was freaky, man. I was like, am I going insane? I'm having all these bizarre thoughts. I didn't know what to do with them. I was fighting against them. And since that point, I've been on a journey. The big thing about my purpose is like to just share what I've learned. So whoever else is out there can maybe take something from the pain and struggle that I've been through and the plethora of things that I've tried to overcome this overthinking. And the first one I want to go into is nature. So last year I was in Sweden and I was traveling around Sweden and caught up with a girl that I really liked. I wonder if she'll ever watch this video. Who knows? I'm not going to overthink it. Anyway, I really liked her a lot and caught up with her. We had an amazing time, but it ended with her not wanting to be in a relationship and still having feelings for her ex-boyfriend. We were out on an island then in Öland in Sweden, and then I went back because they talk like this. I love the accents, they go up and down. And I went back into Stockholm and I was staying like right in the middle of the old town, just checking my phone and thinking about her a lot and just overthinking in my head, overthinking. And I realized I was not in the right environment and I needed to get myself back out to nature. And they've got a cool ass thing in Sweden where you can just go into some natural parks and just camp for free. And I was like, damn, I'm spending this money in Stockholm and I could go out to, I went to Tiresta National Park and then just camped there, and I had to move my setup each day. I just took in basic food. I had a tent, I had a guitar, and just moved my spot each day. I was going for swims, journaling out there. I was playing the guitar, I was reading, I was eating simple foods, hiking and moving each day. I wasn't on my phone much, and it was incredible. It was just what I needed to really calm down my mind, gain some perspective on the whole situation, and then move forward. I came back just super refreshed from it. Number two is the Wim Hof method of how to stop overthinking. Wim Hof method, there's the link. I've done quite a few videos, but here's one that you might really like. And I go into detail about how the Wim Hof method has really helped me, but that's the breath technique and the cold exposure, primarily two of the pillars of the Wim Hof method. And doing the deep breathing exercises has been one of the fastest ways to just bajang, overthinking. I like meditation too, and we'll go into that at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. However, a faster way I've found is the Wim Hof method in terms of the breath to help really calm the mind quickly. And it's right there with you because it's the breath and you can do it right then, you know, but you can just do the breath, lie down. Obviously not when you're driving or some dangerous situation. Cold water as well. A lot of people don't like the cold water. I sometimes don't like it too, but I know how good it is for me. And I know that it's one of these things that it's like you get in cold water with your body and it just sucks the thoughts out of your head and back down, and you get in your body and you're like, holy damn, I'm alive, and you feel what you're feeling and it boosts dopamine by 200%. boost noradrenaline by 500%, and we feel alive. Boom, just speaking about it gets me jacked up. Journaling. Number 3, journaling. So this is something I've been doing more recently, and that's just writing in the morning, whether it's just a little bit or a lot, just getting down some thoughts. And I'm doing it more in Spanish now, Espanol, because I'm learning Spanish here in Barcelona. However, it's something that is just nice, whether it's to get it out of your head. You know, you just got these thoughts going on in your head, and I like to go down. I got a good little routine going, meditation, and then I go down and get some sunlight exposure. Andrew Huberman thinks it's one of the best things we can do for our overall mental health and overall health is get sunlight exposure within the first hour of the morning. So I do that, journal a little bit. It's just a nice little routine to connect with nature, get some sunshine, and yeah, I got the media in there as well. It's a good little combo. Hey, if you haven't already, please smash the like button and hit the subscribe. I would love that. It would mean the world to me. This is my life's mission, to help share what I've learned on the journey of mental wellness. I've been looking at different natural ways we can improve it for a while, testing them out on myself, and found some gems. Community, sharing. When you're overthinking about things, you know, just talking to somebody. It doesn't even necessarily have to be about what you're overthinking about, but it just helps me specifically to get out of my head. You know, if I'm thinking a lot, I can chat to somebody, and suddenly I'm listening to them. I'm having to engage with them and see what's on their world, see what's going on in their mind. Number 5, exercise is incredible. Absolutely incredible for reducing anxiety, reducing overthinking. It's not the panacea. It's not the be all end all. I've had times in 2013 when I first had really bad intrusive thoughts where I was trying to run away and just run and like exercise out these thoughts. But I was trying to push them away as well. I was doing a lot of things wrong, basically. Exercise is something that I go to again and again. And my brother passed away. Love my brother, Jason. And he passed away. He was suffering with psychosis and OCD and passed away in the early hours of the morning, went into the ocean and drowned. The day after he passed away, I just remember going down to the park and just doing some running. It was just something that helped in that time to get more on my body and gain more of a sense of myself, because we had to have his funeral and I had to be helping with that and getting it organized, and I wanted him to have the best funeral ever. At times like that where it's like, you know, one of the worst times of my life, what's a tool that can help with my mind, with this overthinking of what happened? And I go to it again and again. It's an amazing tool in the toolbox, the exercise tool. And lastly as well, we come to meditation. Meditation, that's probably a big one that people say in general about what can decrease overthinking. Meditation can cure it. Meditation's fantastic, and I've recently been doing it more on Headspace. And it is something that my brain can go off in different fields, you know? The phone's there, I've got different distractions going on. And just to train the mind to come back to the breath, gently come back. One thing that I've really started to realize with meditation of how to optimize my own practice is just to be way more gentle with myself. See the thought that I go off and just come back more gentle with myself to the breath. Not like, you idiot, why are you thinking again? You were thinking, come back to the breath. I had a very contrasting experience with meditation, doing the Vipassana meditation, which is a 100-hour meditation. It's a 10-day course where you go in and you basically live like a monk. And I was rushing beforehand with work. We had our own business and there was lots to do. And then I basically went, ding, stopped into meditation. My brother dropped me off. We weren't able to speak with our fellow participants. You're not allowed to look them in the eye as well. Straight into this meditation. And it was very contrasting to see what was coming up. Different things from the past, different anxieties and OCD tendencies were really coming up as well. And I got to observe those things. And so the meditation can really help to show what's under the surface as well. Not in like a bad way or whatever, it's just a more slow and interesting way to see what's there. And more recently as well, with having this meditation practice, it's been amazing just to train the mind to come back to the moment, come back to the breath, come back to what's there, instead of going out into la la land, going out into imagination land. So these are the things that have helped me with overthinking. And if they can help somebody else, that would be amazing. I'd love to know what you find good for overthinking. What's something that you find has just been amazing for overthinking? Is it some of the things that I've shared, or is it something different? Love to know. Again, if you could hit the like button, subscribe, and let's keep just mental wellness on the forefront of life. I'm about that. Thanks everybody. Love you lots.